Well, hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new, welcome. I'm Ninathesimplekenyangal. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell to get everything coming right your way. In here, we talk about pregnancy. We give tips on everything to do with any challenge that you face as a parent. We do lots of exciting stuff. We do traveling. We do tips, healthy tips. So if that's the vibe for you, please hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell to get all that coming right your way. And when I update you, don't miss a thing. So yeah, today I found this topic very, very interesting and I thought I would share with you guys. It's all about children with high sensitivity. They are extremely sensitive. And of course, not all children are going to have all these traits, and many kids who are highly sensitive will struggle to some degree with these challenges. These are just some of the challenges that you might see in your child, and I will tell you on how you can navigate through it and how you can help them just understand, because the highly sensitive children tend to take things more personally, and they are also inclined to misinterpret other actions. Let's say, for example, you walk in the house and they see you and you are maybe on the phone, and then they come hop on you, and then maybe your mind is somewhere else. They might interpret that as you're ignoring them, yeah, and they filter their experiences through a victim mindset, as if they are primed and sometimes on a higher hair trigger to get hurt in some way. They just get hurt. Like, it's really hard to control as a parent, and this can make them experience challenges in interacting with their siblings or with their friends in school. So let's jump right into it and we see what some of these challenges are and how we can cope with them. Number one, they are more self-conscious and slighted. This is just to be more preoccupied with others, with how others see them. Like, it's just in them. They get very uncomfortable when an attention is called to them. Even when parents or other adults are complimenting them, it's really, really uncomfortable for them. And that's why they're particularly uncomfortable with praises. Yeah. And they may know this mean they are being evaluated and absorbed and react to pressure. Like, it's really hard for them to just accept or see themselves in the way other people see them. I know it's not easy, especially on a kid, but as a mom, I think you should just talk to that kid a lot, or as a parent or a guardian, just boost their confidence. I know it's really, really challenging, especially when you have another child to take care of and you're working or just doing something else. But it's really, really nice to exercise patience and read lots of things that can enable you to guide them and yeah, just boost them up. Yeah. Number two, they have a hard time tolerating being corrected, and even seemingly, yeah, sometimes most people think that this child is spoiled. Like, they can't be, there's nothing you can tell them that you think they can understand. Like, they don't want to be corrected, and it's so difficult for a parent to nurture that seed, especially when it's that young. And when you give up on the seed, it grows up just being something different. Yeah. And their shame may result in laughing, averting their gaze, getting angry, or running away. This is when you're trying to correct them, and this is what they do. These are all coping mechanisms that provide protection and relief from flooding of difficult emotion. It's really, really hard for them to process all these emotions, and that's why they either laugh at you when you correct them or they run away. And as African parents, you know, you don't tolerate this. You just go grab the kid and beat them up. But that's really not advisable, especially with this kind of things that are ongoing in the world, like the new generation. We have lots of things going on, especially we have seen lots of people who have been emotionally damaged by just kicking the kid out of just to teach them discipline. I think we have very many things, and we have lots of sources to understand how this can impact the kid and how this can impact the kid. In my own advice, I'd advise you to just go for what you think is best for your child. You know, you have sired this child, you've grown, you've gotten to a point, and you know this child is this, when you are disciplining him or her in this kind of way, this is how they respond. So as a parent, you choose your right, your hard. It's really hard, so choose your hard, okay? Number 3, they're prone to perfectionism and have a very hard time losing. These are some of the people that they don't lose in life. Like, they aim high and they go for it. Highly sensitive children have a tendency to be perfectionists. When they can't do something exactly as their brain is telling them it should be, they experience it as a loss of control, which is very uncomfortable and hard to tolerate. They also are triggered to feel shame more easily, to feel like failures, and this is why losing is so hard for highly sensitive kids. And I think this is just a responsibility of the parents. I know, you're so busy, you're caught up in lots of things, but I think you should really, really give priority, especially when you see that some of these symptoms are the symptoms that you see in your kid. I think you should give it a priority to your child, like, because the teacher is not gonna just wait until you notice, no, or they call you and tell you, no. Maybe abroad, maybe, but I think it's really, really important to know from that young age that this is what your kid goes through. And as a parent, you know, when you have that support of a parent, like, you're sure, like, they got me, and that's like what gives them confidence and just that belief in themselves. They believe in themselves like out of this world. Yeah. Number 4, they tend to have low tolerance for frustration. Yeah, so they are more distressed and give up more easily when they confront a challenging task. The natural discomfort we all experience when in that space where we are working on but haven't yet mastered a new skill. It's really, really challenging. It's intolerable to them. Yeah, and they tend to give up so easily. I know. Let's say, for example, you have a new job. Yeah, this is just an example for an adult so that you can understand where they're coming from. You have a new job and it requires you to get maybe skills that you don't have, and you have to really work hard to get them. For them, for these kids, let's say it's school, they're starting, it's really hard for them to just even interact with their fellow peers, and such kind, they really don't explore much. Just for example, yeah, so when you are working and you're required to get these new skills, you can try. The first day you fail, the second day you fail, the third day you are getting better. You know, you won't give up. But growing up as a HS child, it's really easy to give up, especially just on the first day. You're like, I can't get this. And you know, when you manifest that you cannot get something, you cannot get it. Yeah. So that is another thing. So parents, just check on that. Please check on that. They are more fearful and cautious in situations. My goodness, I have experienced this. And when this child enters a new situation, let's say, for example, in a class, in a birthday party, in the swimming pool, their wheels are turning. They wonder, what is this place, and who are these people? Like, it's really hard for them to just even interact with the people. And the most response you get from them is just they hold your leg. If it's a toddler, if it's a small baby, they just don't want to like look at the people. They just don't want to be free. They can't talk or anything. This constant analysis of the environment makes HS children extremely bright and insightful, but it can also be overwhelming and make them more prone to anxiety, especially in this situation. To cope, they fiercely cycling to their comfort zone. This means they often resist anything new. They don't want anything new. They tend to even harder time separating from their parents, and it takes them longer to adapt when they start childcare or preschool. They refuse to go to soccer or swimming, even when they love these activities. And I think this is when the parents like come in and step up. You know, when you as a parent, just, you know, this kid loves swimming and you know this kid loves soccer, you can just like boost them up. You go with them. You don't go with them to the field, but just go and cheer them on. Like, that really boosts their self-esteem, and they really go for it. Like, they say, oh my God, yes, I can do this. She's there or he's there. I can do this. I can do this. Like, just building that self-confidence. Hey, yeah. Tip number 5, they have a more intense need to control and can be rigid and inflexible. It's just like the other challenges. So they try to gain control of the lights just went out, but they're back. Yeah, so like, I don't care. I do not do that. I never sit on mommy's lap. Like, they can deny lots of things. And that's when, as a parent, you just come in and like encourage them. It's okay, darling. It's okay when you to sit on mommy's lap. If you don't want, it's fine. You don't need to. Just be open about it. Just have a normal, let's say, have an adult kind of conversation with them, because they're like everywhere. Their emotions and their feelings are everywhere. They try to understand everything. So it's so easy to have an adult kind of conversation, calm adult conversation, because that makes them extremely understanding, and they're open to embrace. Yeah, especially the parent like plays a huge part, because kids tend to really believe their parents. Yeah. All right, they have bigger reaction to sensory inputs. They experience sight, sound, taste, smell, and texture more intensely. And they may become afraid of public toilets because the flusher is too jarring and loud. Like, they may reject foods that have strong taste and smell. They may throw a huge fit in their favorite comfy pajamas, which aren't available. Let's say they're in a wash or something and they're not available. They may throw a very huge tantrum that they're not sleeping on their pajamas. They're often highly tuned into the way things look and get uncomfortable when they don't appear as expected. As I told you, they have really high expectations on things. Yeah. For example, this is just an example that I read. This child, let's say their mama is trying a new different hairstyle on them, as any mama does on their daughter. And then this child does not want any styles. They want the hair to be down because that's how they feel okay with. And, you know, it's really challenging. But I think everything starts from home. If you teach that child that it's okay to have this kind of hair, and then you can just make it even when they're going to sleep, I think that makes them more and more comfortable. And yeah. This tells you a lot. And if you're experiencing this, keep on. You're crushing it as a parent. Keep on the good work. Keep on taking care of that beautiful child, because one day you're gonna be so grateful that they turned out to who they will be. And another thing is, do not give up. It's challenging, yes, but do not give up on it, because one thing that gives you a lot of satisfaction, when this kid gets to 8 years, that child is like, you see lots of difference that you have, the character that you've built, you've enabled them to nurture a better character. As we know, we came to this world to be better. So the character that you have nurtured in this child from when they were young to 8 years, you can tell if this kid is going to be a great parent, or this kid is just going to be a narcissist, or this kid is going to be selfish and just care for themselves. This kid is going to be a psycho. Like, it's just overall that. So I hope you've learned something new. If you have, please give this video a like and comment down below what your thoughts are, and I would really love to see what you're thinking. And yeah, if you have any topic suggestions, please comment down below, send them to this email, or you can DM me on my socials. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Stay tuned, stay safe, bye bye.